Hi, Mario Quintero here with the One Stop Shop, marioshomenews.com. Today we're going to do a little more extensive for our Facebook program that we do on Thursdays. We're actually going to do a little bit of a reality type of situation. We're here at a home that we placed a contract on about a week and a half ago, and we're right in the middle of the inspection period. And today I'm going to introduce you to my buyer, who's a first-time home buyer in this lovely bedroom community, which is located between Southwest 184th and Southwest 152, between 117th Avenue and 122nd Avenue. We got some good homes here for first-time home buyers that are using the 5% down payment program that we feature here with Strock and Tanner Mortgage. So we're not only representing the buyer in this transaction, we are also handling the financing for this transaction. And today we're going to talk about the Quintero team and all the people that are working behind the scenes to get this closed by December 21st. The reason we want to get this closed by December 21st is so that the buyer will be able to qualify for the homestead exemption next year. This way they can apply for their homestead exemption in January and their taxes will be reduced next November. If we don't get this closed by December 31st or before, then they got to wait 2 years to get the homestead exemption into 2020. So that's why we have a little sense of urgency here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the buyer. The buyer came from Cuba about 7 years ago, married with a little 1-year-old boy, and he's worked very hard to save enough money to be able to get into this position. The house that we found here is an older home which needs a little bit of TLC. And what we discussed is his ability as a handyman to be able to do some of the work, add the value that the house needs, buy some new appliances, maybe reface the cabinets, and he's got himself a home that will already be, when we buy it, approximately $50,000 to $60,000 below market value. Once it is fixed and they're living in the home, he will already have equity in the home as soon as he finishes the repairs and moves in. My client currently lives in a condo. They rent a small condo for him, the wife, and the baby, and they're dying to get out of that condo and get into a home with a backyard so that they can play with their kid and a place for their family to gather and create memories. So today we're going to introduce you to my buyer. I'm going to introduce you to Henry Barrios, one of the inspectors that we use that is actually inside right now doing the home inspection. We're also going to introduce you to Fernando Mondragon of MPC. He's a state certified termite inspector and termite treatment person, because we know that there's some termites in here, but the buyer needs to know how much it's going to cost to mediate the termite situation. So these are all things that we're going to do here this morning behind the scenes. Let me tell you what's going on behind the scenes with the rest of the Quintero team. Laura Menendez, my senior loan processor, is back at the office waiting for me to sign the loan package that I have inside of here, because my buyer needs to make a decision by tomorrow whether he's going to move forward with the transaction or he's going to ask me to cancel because maybe there's too much work or more than the amount of work that he thought he may need to do when we get the results of the inspection. So Laura's on standby to get the loan into the system. We've got Jackie Vasquez. She's our transaction coordinator. She is standing by to either submit a continuation of contract to the realtor, or we may ask for an addendum with an additional reduction in price because of what we find here today, or the buyer may decide to cancel and she'll be ready to put in a cancellation with return of escrow. And then we have CNC Title Company, which is on hold waiting to order the title insurance and the lien searches in order to determine whether we're a go or not. So we've got all these people, there's 6 of us involved right now waiting on the results of this inspection that we're walking our first-time buyer with to find out if it's a go or it's a cancellation tomorrow. So let's go inside and meet some of the people that I just mentioned, and we'll get their take on what's happened so far this morning. So come on, let's go inside. Let's meet our buyer. Let's meet our inspectors. Hey, Alejandro. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo anda? ¿Todo bien? So this is going to be a little bit of a bilingual video today. Alejandro, like I said, has been in this country for approximately 7 years, and he's buying his first home here in the United States. ¿Qué te parece la inspección por ahora?
Parece bien, me parece bueno, buen trabajo.
¿Has visto algo fuera de lo normal que no tenías idea?
Bueno, todavía no me ha dado todavía los detalles, pero estamos esperando y a ver qué sale.
¿Te estás sintiendo un poquito más cómodo? Yo sé que estabas un poquito nervioso.
No, todavía estoy un poco nervioso, algo nuevo para mí, pero bueno, vamos a ver.
Ok.
Todavía estoy un poco nervioso.
Entonces tenemos hasta mañana para hacer las decisiones finales. ¿Cuáles son algunas de las cosas que más te tienen preocupado?
Bueno, me tienen preocupado lo de allá atrás.
Ok.
Que no sé todavía, ¿sabes?
Uh-huh.
Las cosas que me tienen preocupado en las casas normal, de que esto es 2 con 1 y me sale eso allá atrás, que no sé cómo, tú sabes, cómo saldré con esto ahí.
Okay. Es un paso grande comprar una casa, y ya tú ves que hay muchos diferentes puntos que estamos tratando de ayudarte con eso.
Sí.
Okay, so basically what we're looking at is, you know, he has his concerns that we had from the beginning. We've been in the house, this is our 3rd time. The first time we saw it was a week and a half ago on the weekend. We got our contract accepted the day before Thanksgiving. And then we were back here Thanksgiving morning with his family, taking a look at a little more detail of what was going on in preparation for today's inspection. And some of the concerns he had last week when we got the contract accepted, he still has. So these are things that he's going to have to think about. And these are things that we will analyze together as I guide him through this process so that he understands the benefits of putting in some sweat equity with materials that he's going to have to do to make some upgrades here. But in the end, the bottom line is how much equity is involved here that he will be able to participate in. At this point, I'd like to go inside a little further and let's meet Henry Berrios of Four Eyes Inspection, who's actually handling the inspection. Henry,
Yes, sir.
come on over here. As you can see, the kitchen is going to need some refacing of the cabinets. It needs appliances. And but really, let me introduce you to Henry Berrios, who handles a lot of our home inspections for our buyers, and also he handles them for our pre-listing clients when we go to list homes. Henry, how's it going so far?
Good, good. Nice days, nice and cold. So it's nice. It's pleasant.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's the roof look like?
Roof is good. That's about 12 years old, I believe, with permits. Doesn't look bad. I'm going to recommend them to seal the back, the flat area, maybe paint a little bit, and that's about on the roof. A couple shingles that are missing, and just about it.
I saw that you were checking out the AC before and the heater. How's that looking?
It looks good. The AC looks good. It looks to me like it's a couple of years old only. I'm going to go ahead and probably recommend they clean the coils. A little dirty.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it looks fair condition.
Okay. Besides the termite issue that we all know that there's a little bit of termites,
Right.
and we got Fernando on the way here, who's a state certified
Okay.
termite guy. You see anything else major? I know you mentioned some electrical things outside.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not finished yet really, but I see some electrical, like hazard. We call them hazards outside. Some receptacle boxes that are not rated for exterior. Some of the insurance companies, they look out for that. So I saw a couple of those out there. Some extension cords that are used for outside. They shouldn't be used for outside. I saw one on the roof also. So there's a couple little things outside that I saw that, that shouldn't be on there. We call them hazards, so I'll write that up in our report.
So it sounds like some of those things are things that we anticipated when we submitted the contract offer here. Again, our first-time home buyer, Alejandro, needs a lot of guidance through this thing. This is a complex process when you're buying a home. It's the biggest investment that anybody makes in their lifetime, and we want to make sure that he will have the capacity to be able to handle and fix these items once the closing takes place and make this a comfortable home for him and his family. So one of the reasons why these electrical hazards are important is because we need to be able to insure this home. We need to be able to insure the home in order to be able to go to closing. The lender's going to require an insurance binder. So what will happen with some of these hazards is that we will be able to secure the insurance. However, the insurance company is going to require that whatever hazards we have are repaired within the first 90 days after taking possession of the home, and then the insurance company will send out one of their inspectors to make sure it got done. Once they verify that those hazards were taken care of, we're good. If those things are not handled properly within those 90 days, then the insurance company can actually cancel the policy, and then we'll be in default with the lender. So these are all processes that we assist our buyers with. So if you're out there and you're looking to buy a home, all right, we can guide you through that entire process from step A all the way to the closing table. There's nothing to fear. We're gonna make sure that our experience and knowledge helps you out so that whatever home you're getting into will be the right home for you. We're here today with Fernando Mondragon of MPC Insect Rodent Control. He's known as the guy with the license to kill. We have his crew going up into the attic now because we want to determine if we have any type of insect or termite infestation. So, Fernando, tell us what your guys are actually doing right now as they go into the attic.
Right now, my crew goes up into the attic, and they're going to go beam by beam, go right through the course of the attic and check to see if there's any sign of termites. Right now, we're doing a wood-destroying organism inspection, a WDO, which usually a bank looks for or when you're trying to refinance your home. So, as they're going up, they're going to be looking for carpenter ants. They're going to be looking for drywood termites, as well as subterranean termites. And then we'll videotape and also take pictures of the infested area, make a graph of the property, notate the property, and also make sure that there's a full inspection sheet detailed where the infestation is, if it's live termite, if it's just evidence of termite. Very, very different when it comes to this type of report, and have the pictures to support it.
So, Fernando, to do what you do you have like a special certification by the state of Florida?
Yes, I do. When it comes to these type of inspections, you need a wood-destroying organism certification. Not just anybody can just walk up in there and just fill out this report. You have to be certified. Also, when it comes to doing the pest control, we also have that certification as well.
So, how long have you been doing this type of work?
Right now, I've been doing this myself for about 16 years now.
Okay.
I've had my own company open for the past year.
So, if you needed to treat this house, more or less, this size house that you've seen for, let's say, termites, what would be a ballpark figure to treat this house for termites?
Now, in the event if this had a full infestation and we had to do a tent, on an area of this, it's not a big home. You're looking about close to maybe in between $900 to $1,200 on a tenting. Now, if we had to do a liquid treatment, being a spot treatment or just a certain area of infestation, it can go anywhere from $500 to $700. We are a little bit lower than everybody else because we're hands-on and we don't have that much overhead.
So the bottom line is, what you do is you give the new homeowner peace of mind. You let them know exactly what's going on and what has to be done to correct any issues.
Yes, sir. And that really sets us apart from everybody else because we do give you a video and we do give you pictures and a full graph of where the infestation is, treatment of that specific infestation, and not to overcharge you. Ours is about getting business in, not to overcharge the client and become rich on just one client.
And do you warranty or guarantee the work that you
Yes,
do?
we do. Yes,
and how,
we do.
how does that work?
Now, the warranty is for 1 year, and then after the physical year is done, you have a percentage of the overall work that we charge. We do another inspection, we do another treatment, because it's better to be proactive than reactive.
Okay. Fernando, thank you very much. We look forward. Our first-time home buyer, Alejandro, is really looking forward to your report, and we thank you for coming down and helping us out today.
Thank you, and you guys have a great day.
Thank you. So as we are finishing up the work and the inspections that we're doing today here, we're going to start wrapping this up a little bit. And we should be able to get these reports today by the end of the day so that the buyer, Alejandro, will be able to make a final decision whether to move forward based on the estimated costs that he's going to need to do of things that are not seen to the normal eye. We just found out that we may have to replace the electrical panel, which is about $800, $850 to do that. But if he does that, then the safety of his family is very important. So wrapping this up, the bottom line is you see now what the type of work and the type of professionals that we bring in during the inspection period so that our buyers are comfortable in making their final decisions. And we hold their hand. We hold their hand the whole way. And we look forward to the buyer's final decision tomorrow. If you need these kind of services, my name is Mario Quintero. I can be reached at 305-588-0451. You could also reach us online at marioshomenews.com, and we are also known as the one-stop shop. So when we finish the filming now, I'm going to get with the buyer to fill out his loan package so that we can be in position tomorrow to proceed if that's what he decides to do. Everyone, make it a great day, and if you're living in a rental property, we can get you out of that rental and into the American dream of finding your own home. We'll help you with that. We'll help you finance it. We'll help you close it. You guys have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you.